My name's Jimmy.
What's up, you guys? Jimmy here with my review for the premiere of Marvel's Guardians of the Galaxy, which this is an animated series that continues off from the story from the film, but it is in no way connected to the movie, the cinematic universe, or the 2017 sequel, just so you know. But when it came to me, there were two things that were really making me want to give this animated series a chance. One is the fact that I really loved Guardians of the Galaxy film from last year. I mean, I would say it's one of the top Marvel Cinematic Universe films, but hey, everyone has their own opinion, and I always respect people for their opinions rather than make weird arguments over it. And two is the fact you have Will Friedle as the voice of Star-Lord, which a few things I can remember him from. The older brother from Boy Meets World. Terry McGinnis, aka Batman Beyond, and even he was the voice of Lion-O in the Thundercats reboot that got cancelled. Come on. And even in Season 2 of Marvel's Ultimate Spider-Man, he did the voice of Deadpool. So that was a definite big thing of why I wanted to give this show a chance, give it a little bit of a benefit of the doubt. But this is actually 2 episodes, so we get an hour-long showing of these characters. And the fact that it continues on the story, we should already be familiar with all these characters, which I would say just about everyone's seen the movie by now. I mean, it's been over a year. I think a year is long enough for everyone to have seen it. It's already come and gone from theaters, and it's even come to DVD. So I can kind of understand that. But you can definitely tell that these are really the characters. And even the voice actors are pretty dang spot on the characters, I have to say. I really do. And you even get to see just about every main character that we had seen from the film. You see all the Guardians members. You even see Yondu and a little bit of Thanos himself. And I believe we get to see the same broker from that appeared just a tiny bit in the film itself. The only characters oh yeah, and even Korvac. The only characters that we don't see is Nebula, which last we saw her, she fled, so she probably has no connection to Thanos anymore, trying to betray him from if it falls on the movie, and Ronan, which he probably is dead if this follows the plot of the movie. But I can definitely say I like the look that they chose to go with for this. I mean, following up that success from the Guardians of the Galaxy film, kind of understandable. I've seen people try to do that before, like it was like similar with Avengers Assemble. At first we were being told it was a continuation, and then people said, oh no, it's not a continuation, but you showed flashbacks in the same art style, or at least one flashback. So kind of confusing, Marvel. But I definitely much prefer these looks rather than the looks that they had previously in the current animated universe, because it seems more modern and more cool when it comes to the kids. I mean, if I was a kid, I'd much prefer the movie look rather than the comic book look. I guess the older look in the comics, because I believe last I checked they were kind of going towards the movie look in the comics currently. I'm not very sure. But these episodes, it kind of looks like they follow. They kind of are a little bit of following on this other half of Peter's uh, his other race, his alien race, which I don't remember the name. I know it started with an S. Spartoi. I don't know. I may have that completely wrong. But I definitely think that was kind of cool because that was sort of a question you would have had after seeing that ending towards the movie. What was that other half of them that was able to physically touch an infinity stone without immediately dying? Because, as we had seen in the movie, no one was able to touch it for that long. But after watching these two episodes, I'm definitely down to watching even more of Marvel's Guardians of the Galaxy. Hopefully, it continues to build up interest. I mean, I would expect to see a little bit of comedy in it, which I mean, that's what the movie did. So it would kind of be weird if it didn't, because the movie had that good type of comedy. I know all these Marvel animated shows have comedy mixed in them, but I think it's going to make much more sense in Guardians of the Galaxy, just for the fact of how the movie is, and plus Peter is like he's kind of like the comedic relief in a way, but each of them can be funny in their own specific way. Rocket, you know, not like being called a raccoon or a rodent. Heck, he doesn't even know what a raccoon is. Groot, with just being Groot, and Drax taking everything serious. He doesn't understand sarcasm. He doesn't understand metaphors. Which one thing I actually found out that people with I forget what it's called, but it's a mental disorder that someone identified their brother with, which I am happy to see someone with mental disability. Me, I'm a person with ADHD, so I think it's amazing that Marvel has brought to the big screen someone like me, someone with a mental disability, can identify themselves with. So if anyone from Marvel is watching this, I applaud you for what you have done. But like I said, definitely looking forward to the rest of this first season of the show. Hopefully it continues on becoming this interesting, or it seems like they have more of a, like a set goal, as we see at the end of that second episode. And even in this episode, we get to see Cosmo, which was the dog that we saw in the after credits scene of the movie, which I thought that was awesome. Even though at the time I heard about him, but I didn't know who he exactly was. So it was kind of interesting, the fact that he had, I guess, psychic abilities. So I thought that was pretty cool. Hey, maybe we could see Howard the Duck in the future. Maybe get a spin-off for Howard the Duck. Hopefully we could see some of him at the very least. But let me know down in the comments below your thoughts and opinions on these first two episodes. And another question I want to bring up. Do you think that they should make the anime universe and the cinematic universe one and the same? Me, I actually read stuff about this. I'm like, no. They should be two separate things. I can understand if they have some similarities, like with Avengers Assemble and Guardians of the Galaxy, but other than that, no. No. Because it seems like, oh, we used a villain in the anime show, and then we see it in a movie and like, they somehow already know that character. So it would kind of ruin the movies in the future. That's what I think. But like I said, let me know your comments down, your thoughts down below, and also your answers to that question. And also be on the lookout for my review for the season 3 premiere of Marvel's Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. this coming Tuesday. And also you can check out my review for the premiere of Heroes Reborn, which is already up on my channel. It came out that night. But, as always, my name is Jimmy, and until next time, bye.